all of your drives, all of your goals are just a result of what kind of color you are on the spiral dynamics. Even though this doesn't make a fucking sense, this is a really good idea. Let me explain. So, literally 3 months ago, I was every single day fucking hustling to make this shit work, to get some cash, to get some clients, to just continuously scale. And if you have learned psychology, you know that every single emotions which kind of exists in your mind, or not every, but a lot of them, come from a psychological pain that you have, which is around a pain or problem that exists in your childhood. Now that said, I know that I had this problem in my childhood which was about confidence. I never had confidence in myself. I was the little kid who was, a complete introvert who didn't like to be with other people. I was gaming all the time. I was just not the right kid. So what happened as I grew up and I got into this reality of the red pill movement where Andrew Tate and these people started yapping about business, I was like, this is what I need. So I used business as a method to get myself confident. So kind of when I realized this, I was like, this is not a great thing. So I got into this habit for a week that I was trying to get my confidence back, not from business, but from my inner state. Now, what I mean by that is that, just as an example, say that you, let's say, want to get clients right now, and you have in your mind that you want to get clients because of the XYZ amount of cash you're going to collect from that client. But have you ever thought about that is because you want to fulfill something other in your life, which is a psychological pain from your childhood? So when I realized this in my own life, I got into a state of I want to solve this childhood problem. So I think, and I'm not 100% sure, but I was able to integrate this part into me. Because this is what we call in psychology integration, where there is a self, which is you right now, and there are multiple other people, let's say, this is just a metaphor, other people around you who are also you, but there are some parts of you which has a psychological problem, a psychological pain. So I had this problem, there was a person right here who didn't have confidence. And how you solve this is that you integrate him or that person into yourself. And how that goes is, just as an example, I'm not 100% sure that this is the best way to do it, because, there's a lot of ways to do this. But the reality is that what I've done is I imagined myself who was not confident. Like literally I went back to the memories of I'm not confident, I'm this, I'm that, and blah, blah, blah. I wasn't confident. And I literally went there and hugged myself. Hugged myself and said, Robert, everything is done. You can be confident right now because you have achieved X, Y, and Z. But overall, the confidence doesn't come from exterior source that you can achieve something. The confidence comes from the inside that you can do it again. And bang, I am confident. It's really easy to say this because I've done this, but if you watch back a video from me 3 months ago, I couldn't even say a sentence correctly because I was so afraid of what the other person is going to think about me because I was not confident. But right now, because I'm confident, I don't have a freaking problem about that. If you think I'm stupid, go ahead, I don't care. But coming back to making money, how does this, come back to making money? Well, when I integrated this part into me, so the psychological pain went away. So basically my motivation, because the motivation was that if I don't make money, I'm sad, I'm angry about myself, because I used this business and money as a source to get my confidence. When I integrated into myself the idea of confidence, what happened is that I didn't have that much motivation to work. Why should I work? What happened? And I was like, I have to fucking solve this because I want to build a successful business, but still I don't feel in my body that every single cell wants to do what I want to do. So I was like, what the fuck could happen? And we know from the quote of Albert Einstein, if that I had 1 hour to solve a fucking problem, I would spend 55 minutes to understand the problem. So I was like, the problem is not that I don't want to work or instant dopamine or this BS stuff. So I went down and I journaled for 40 minutes. I'm going to show you the actual footage of me journaling for 40 minutes because that was insane. Yesterday, here as you can see, together 46 minutes of journaling and just laying my thoughts out, I realized something. Spiral dynamics. Spiral dynamics explains the psychological development of a human being. It has 8 stages: beige, purple, red, blue, green, orange. No, again. Beige, purple, red, blue, orange, green, yellow, and turquoise. These are the 8 stages where you can be on a psychological scale. So I realized, I looked at back, like what is the difference? Where I was trying to understand what is the problem with me, so to speak, is that 3 months ago, I thought about how much cash flow I have, and I felt this pain that, oh my God, I don't have enough cash flow. I want to get more cash flow. Right now, I don't feel this. And I was like, what is the flipping difference between what these 2 stages? And I had to realize that the only difference is my psychological development. So I looked back. If you study spiral dynamics, you know which stage is for what. And there is this saying in spiral dynamics that if you say you are at this stage, back when I learned about it, I said that I'm in yellow. Truth is that most likely you're 2 stages below that. This is a saying in spiral dynamics, which could be true, and how it turns out for me is that it's 99% true. Because when I looked back, like what's the difference between right now and then, 3 months ago? Here, cash flow was the very big thing that made me just, oh my God, I have to do. And this stage, I'm like, cash flow doesn't motivate me that much. I realized that I am in the stage of orange, or I was. What the stage of orange describes is the stage of being self-centered, most likely about personal development, and also orange. And what that helps you to do is achieve a lot. Like, that's all. You can achieve a lot. It helps you achieve a lot, like really. And on the other hand, it's like you are self-centered. You just don't want to do anything else besides move forwards and help you achieve more in money terms, in any kind of goal that you want to achieve. And I realized that right now, what's the difference between how much I care about the cash flow? So if the difference is my psychological development, that must mean that some parts of me have went into the stage of green, which is the stage of being a, so to speak, hippie. This is how you describe perfectly the green stage. This is your community-centered, and you just don't want to do anything. You're like, you're floating, you know? You're floating and you're like, oh my God, it's so good. And this is what happened with me. I couldn't care that much about how much money I have or how this or how that. I was caring more, like literally more, about just being there and floating and yeah. So it's like, that must mean that some parts of me have went to the next stage, which is green. And when I realized that, I was like, bro, right now, as I think about business, and this is where it comes to you about how can this information help you in your actual life. So if you study spiral dynamics, I'm going to link a video down below to check out how spiral dynamics works, because I can't explain this because I'm not the expert in it, but it's a really good thing. So if you study it, you will realize how you are, what stage you are at, so to speak, in your journey. It will describe what kind of goals you have and how you view the world. Because I couldn't view fucking találtad őket? Megnem. Okay, let's cap this. Let's go. Let's move. So let's finish my thoughts here. So how Spiral Dynamics helps you to understand business is that when you're taking a look at business right now, most likely you think about business. Does this produce me cash flow? Does this produce me not cash flow? And that's not a good, how can I explain this? Not a good glass to view the actual business about. So when I realized this, I was like, oh my God, then I don't care about cash flow. Does that mean that right now I'm not fucking going to care about cash flow? Look there, there's the dog. Bro, what the fuck? Man. So it's like from this point on, I can step out from the point of view of cash flow. Does this produce me cash flow or not? I can right now think of business or more precisely systems. Does this system going to produce me cash flow or not? That was previously how I thought about things. If it doesn't produce me cash flow, it's bad. And if it does, it's good. This is some part, yes, the qualification of a system. But is it really the best way to take a look at the system? Is it? It's like how much cash flow it's producing. Yes, at some part, yes. But what I want you guys to imagine and think about is that finally I was able to take a step out from the point of view of how much money I'm making. So right now I can have a bigger view or look or point of view about business. It's not just money, it's something much more deeper. And yesterday when I realized that, I really felt that, oh my God, I unlocked the next stage of business, because I can take a look at business right now, not just as an instrument to make me money, but as a way to build something greater. And what that allows me to do is create a video where I can yap about something which is really amazing and can help you guys in a way that I'm not forced. I don't feel that, oh my God, am I going to produce cash flow out of this? And heck no, I don't fucking care. I want to build something that's much greater. Just think about it. This is what we call performance anxiety. When you want to do something so much that you can't even do it. Think about when you go to sleep. Try to think about, I want to sleep, I want to sleep. You're never, or most likely you're going to delay when you're going to fall asleep. In the same way, if all you can view in business is cash flow, you're not going to produce cash flow. So guys, at the end of this video, I want you to guys think about psychology, because that's the best way you can actually move forward in business. Thank you so much. I will see you next time.